10 signs you're a real eye-catcher for girls. Modern stoic. Women have a keen eye for detail, even when it seems like they're not paying attention. They notice everything, from the way you walk to how you carry yourself, and even how you treat others. It's all part of what makes you stand out. While some may not vocalize their feelings, their actions will often reveal how much they're drawn to you. In this post, we'll uncover the 8 undeniable signs that you're turning heads without even trying. These are clear indicators that you're leaving a lasting impression. And here's the interesting part. Sign number 7 is something many men miss, but it's one of the most powerful signs that a woman is interested in you. Stick with me, you won't want to miss it. Let's get started. Number 1. You catch her glance more than once. You might think that one glance means nothing, but when her eyes keep returning to you, that's no accident. That second and third glance isn't just curiosity. It's a clear sign that you've caught her attention in a way that's impossible to ignore. When a woman looks your way repeatedly, especially when she's trying not to make it obvious, that's a signal she's drawn to something about you, your presence, your vibe, your aura. It's not just a fleeting moment, it's attraction unfolding before your eyes, silently but powerfully. You don't have to say a word for her to feel it. It's as if your energy resonates with something inside her that she can't quite explain. Yet she feels it. The beauty of the sign is that it's instinctual. There's no need for a conversation, no need for a fancy pickup line. It's the blessing of Stoicism at play. Your composed demeanour and inner calm are magnetic, pulling her in naturally without effort. That's the modern Stoic way. You don't chase, you simply are. And when you simply are, the right people, like her, are drawn to you effortlessly. Imagine this. You're sitting at a coffee shop, casually sipping your drink, when you catch a girl at a nearby table glancing at you. At first, you think it's just a random thing. Perhaps you're in her line of sight. But then it happens again. And again. There's no mistaking it now. She's looking at you intentionally. And it's more than just passing curiosity. It's the start of a silent conversation that speaks volumes. A glance becomes an unspoken acknowledgement of your presence. She's intrigued, perhaps even a bit captivated. That's not just a chance encounter. It's visual chemistry at work. It's a quiet, subtle form of attraction that doesn't need words. You might think the old Stoic philosophy emphasizes detachment, but it's more than that. It teaches us to be fully present in the moment, to exude confidence without arrogance, and to live in a way that naturally draws people toward us. When you embody the modern Stoic mindset, that magnetic energy naturally comes to life, and others can't help but notice. This happens because your energy speaks louder than any words could. Think about it. When you're sitting in a room full of people, and you catch someone's eye more than once, that's not a coincidence. It's your presence that's causing that reaction. You're giving off a vibe that makes people take a second look, and they can't quite put their finger on it. It's not just about how you look. It's about how you carry yourself. The old Stoic teachings emphasize control over one's emotions and actions. You exude confidence not from what you say, but from what you choose to emit, calm, collected, and composed. And that's exactly what gets noticed. You don't have to try to impress anyone. When you adopt the blessings of Stoicism, you live in a way that naturally commands attention. The attraction that builds from these glances isn't about force or desperation, it's about authenticity. You're not trying to be anyone you're not. You're simply being yourself. And in being yourself, you become irresistible. So when you catch her eye for the second time, don't brush it off. Don't act like it's just an accident. Be aware, be present, be confident in the fact that your energy, your calm presence, your modern Stoic way of being is working. You're not chasing, you're not pleading for attention. You're simply embodying the power of attraction through who you are, effortlessly. That's the magic of Stoicism. It gives you the power to remain grounded and steady while drawing others to you without lifting a finger. Keep that in mind the next time you notice someone stealing glances your way. You've already made an impact. Number 2, they fix their posture. When you walk in. Imagine this. You stroll into a room and suddenly the energy shifts. You may not hear it, but you can feel it. The room goes a little quieter. The atmosphere changes. And then you notice something subtle yet telling. Girls in the room, once lounging or relaxing, start sitting up straighter, adjusting their clothes, fixing their hair, even checking their makeup. It's almost like the entire room took a collective breath and then tried to look just a little more presentable. This isn't just a coincidence. No, my friend, this is a signal that your presence has made an impression. Your entrance didn't just add noise to the room, it added energy. Their body language shifts, and it's all because of you. Don't mistake this for vanity. It's not about them being obsessed with how they look. It's about attraction. The way you carry yourself, your confidence, your energy, your presence has stirred something in them. Something that says, I want to be seen as my best version in front of you. It's a dance, a silent, subtle one, but a dance nonetheless. You see, girls are not just trying to impress anyone. They're trying to impress you. They want to show you the best version of themselves, and this isn't a game. It's a genuine reaction to your aura. This moment of adjustment is like a signal being sent from their body, something they don't even realize they're doing. Let's be real here. It's not always about showing off. Sometimes it's about finding alignment with someone who seems to hold the room together with just a presence. That's what being a modern Stoic is all about. It's about maintaining your own center, your calm and your poise, and in turn you make others around you want to align with that. The more you embody Stoicism in your life, the more you'll find that your very presence brings others into harmony with themselves. Imagine walking into a room where you've already made an impression without saying a word. This isn't a fluke. This is the effect of your Stoic presence, your Stoic confidence. You've learned through Stoic lessons that the way you carry yourself communicates volumes. You've honed this skill, not by seeking attention, but by not needing it. Your confidence doesn't demand to be noticed. It simply is. And that's what draws people to you. Picture this. You walk into a lounge, and one girl who is casually leaning back in her chair suddenly sits up straight. She flips her hair, smooths her clothes, and for a split second, her eyes dart toward a mirror or her phone camera, checking herself out. This isn't random. It's not about her obsessing over her looks. This is a subconscious reaction, a reflection of her wanting to match the energy you exude. She feels the shift in the room, and in that moment, she wants you to see her at her best. Why? Because you've become the standard. Your calm, controlled presence has set a tone. You've embraced the Stoic life, not by trying to impress, but by simply existing with a quiet confidence, and that's magnetic. Now, don't think for a second this only happens in group settings. You'll notice similar things happening in more personal spaces too. Whether you're entering a meeting, walking into a coffee shop, or joining a casual gathering, the energy you bring into the space affects the people around you. If you've embraced Stoicism in your life, you'll notice how people adjust around you, not because they're nervous or anxious, but because your sense of self sets the bar. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. If you're constantly seeking validation from others, you'll miss the signal altogether. You need to be grounded, confident in who you are, and unaffected by external factors. Don't rush to change to fit in. Be the person who others adjust to. The Stoic approach isn't about control over others. It's about mastering yourself so that your presence changes the energy of a room, effortlessly. In conclusion, the next time you walk into a room and notice that subtle shift in the energy, don't dismiss it. It's a sign, a clear, unmistakable sign that your presence has caught someone's attention. And no, it's not because you're trying too hard, it's because you've mastered the art of being yourself, fully, confidently, and with a calm assurance. And that, my friend, is the power of being a real eye catcher, a Stoic, magnetic presence that has the room and its energy working in your favor. If you recognize this behavior, and want to attract more attention in a confident, authentic way, like comment below and share this with someone who could benefit. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights. Comment to remember: your presence speaks louder than words. Number 3. You get compliments on your style or scent. Listen closely, gentlemen. Compliments are never random. They are intentional, subtle cues, often hidden in casual remarks. When a woman notices and comments on your scent, your outfit, or how you present yourself, it's not by accident. You've left a mark. "I like your cologne," or "that colour looks good on you," may seem like small talk, but these are signals of interest, signals that shouldn't be ignored. Most people don't waste their words on something that doesn't matter. If someone is pointing out how you wear your clothes or how you carry your scent, it's because you've caught their eye in a meaningful way. You've done more than just dress well. You've captured their attention with your aura, your presence. This isn't just about looking good. It's about radiating confidence and style. It's about projecting an energy that draws people in. These compliments are their way of saying, "You've got something," without needing to spell it out. You're not just another guy passing by. You're the one they notice, the one who stands out in the crowd. In the modern world, where many get lost in the noise of social media, trends, and fleeting distractions, standing out is not just about how much you spend or how much you follow the latest fashions. It's about embodying Stoic principles, remaining calm, self-assured, and true to yourself. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoics, taught that the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. This rings true when it comes to how others perceive you. You are the one who decides the impression you make. It's not about impressing others with what you own or how flashy you are. It's about the quiet confidence that comes from mastering your thoughts, your style, and your actions. Do not expect validation from every direction. Instead, focus on living in a way that aligns with Stoic principles: simplicity, discipline, and presence. Every compliment, whether about your scent or style, is a reflection of that inner composure you project outward. The Stoic does not seek approval, but when it comes naturally, it is received with grace and humility. This is how you stand out, through presence and authenticity. Understand that you don't need to be loud to be noticed. Just like Marcus Aurelius advised, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one. You must recognize that these compliments aren't just about your clothes or cologne, they reflect a deeper level of admiration. When people, particularly women, acknowledge the finer details of your appearance, they are noticing your commitment to living with purpose. By embracing the Stoic mindset, you are radiating strength and mastery. You are not just a follower of trends, but a leader of your own life. Take pride in this. Own it. Your presence speaks volumes without saying a word. So, next time you get a compliment, don't shrug it off. Recognize it for what it is, a reflection of your intentionality. It's a quiet acknowledgement that your actions, your style, your scent, and your very presence speak louder than anything else. You've worked for it. You've earned it. And this is just one of many signs that you're a man who has mastered not only his style, but his life. Keep it up. Stick to your Stoic principles and continue to show the world what a real eye-catcher looks like. One who commands attention without asking for it. Number 4. They start conversations for no real reason. Don't underestimate the power of casual conversation. The next time a woman strikes up a seemingly random chat, whether it's asking if a seat is taken or what time the event kicks off, know this: it's never just about the question. Small talk isn't always small. Sometimes it's a door opening to something deeper. You must understand that these seemingly insignificant exchanges aren't really about getting an answer. Instead, they are deliberate attempts to bridge the gap between you, to create a reason to interact. They could easily ask someone else or figure it out themselves, but they choose you. That's where it gets interesting. This is the beginning of something more. It's the first test of attraction, a modern Stoic move in action. She's not just making small talk for the sake of it, she's trying to gauge your response, to see if you'll take the bait and turn a fleeting moment into something more. And let's face it, men who know how to handle these moments with confidence, calmness, and curiosity are undeniably magnetic. The old Stoic wisdom about presence and control is real here. When you don't flinch, when you engage calmly without trying too hard, you reveal a powerful aura of confidence that's undeniably attractive. The blessing of Stoicism lies in maintaining poise in these moments, not showing desperation or chasing validation, but allowing the connection to unfold naturally. When a woman makes the effort to speak with you, especially when there's no obvious reason to do so, pay attention. This is no random act. It's the start of an unspoken connection, an invitation to something that might develop over time. The fact that she repeatedly chooses to initiate conversations, no matter how trivial they seem, reveals an underlying attraction that can't be dismissed. This isn't luck. It's a subtle, powerful sign that she's interested, and you're the one she's hoping to engage with. So the next time you find yourself in one of these seemingly insignificant interactions, don't be oblivious. Recognize it for what it is, a sign that you're an eye, catching magnetic presence, a modern Stoic in action. Your cool, composed responses are what attract her in the first place. In the world of attraction, the little things matter, and these moments of random conversation are often the start of something more profound. If you've noticed girls starting conversations with you for no obvious reason, you're already standing out in their eyes. This is a clear sign of interest that goes beyond just casual small talk. If you recognize this happening, it's time to step up and embrace that attention. Please comment below, I am ready to make meaningful connections. Number 5. They seem nervous or giddy around you. There's something undeniable about the presence of someone who commands attention, someone who's effortlessly captivating. Confidence is often loud, bold, and undeniable. But don't be fooled. Nervous energy speaks just as loudly when attraction enters the equation. You know you've caught her eye when a girl starts acting a little off around you. Suddenly, she's giggling more than usual. Her voice has a noticeable pitch, and her hands seem to be in a perpetual state of fidgeting. It's almost like watching a game of mental tug of war unfold right before your eyes. Her brain is telling her to keep it cool, to stay composed, but her body just can't help but betray her feelings. That's when the real magic happens. You've triggered something within her that's beyond just casual interest. You've caught her attention, and it's clear. But here's the thing. This isn't a sign of discomfort or nervousness in a negative way. No, this is a sign that she's hyper, aware of your presence, and she's doing her best to keep her composure while dealing with the intensity of her attraction. Take a moment to picture the scene. Imagine you're talking to a woman who's typically confident, calm, and collected in all her interactions. But when it's just the two of you, something changes. She stumbles over her words more than usual. Her gaze flickers away from yours more often. And she laughs a little too hard at things that aren't quite so hilarious. That shift in behaviour? That's a sign. She's not as smooth as she usually is, and that's because you've unsettled her in the most wonderful way. It's not a bad thing. In fact, it's a huge indicator that you've made an impression on her. Think about it from the perspective of a Stoic life. A Stoic doesn't let emotions dictate their behaviour. But when someone is reacting to you in such a clear and visible way, it shows that they're no longer in full control. It's the exact kind of response that reminds us of the difference between casual attraction and the deep, stirring emotions that come when you make someone feel something. And that's where your presence becomes magnetic. The Stoic lessons we've all learned emphasize keeping calm and composed in every situation. Yet, despite the poise we strive for, we're all human. An attraction can stir a different kind of energy. That shift in behaviour, her nervousness, isn't something to brush off. It's an invitation to pay attention, to recognise that she's reacting to you in that moment as a person who's caught her interest in a way that's beyond casual small talk. The beauty of being an eye-catcher is that you're a constant reminder of someone who doesn't need to try too hard. You exude a natural confidence, one that attracts others without effort. This doesn't mean you've mastered the art of attraction. It means you're walking the path of Stoicism in the most genuine way. Being grounded, calm, and composed in your daily life makes you a rare figure in a world full of chaos and confusion. And when a woman sees that, she can't help but be intrigued by you. She might not always show it, but trust me, she's feeling it. So the next time you notice a girl getting a little nervous around you, don't chalk it up to coincidence. Don't brush it off as insignificant. That little flicker in her behaviour? That's you making a serious impact on her. That is a clear sign that you've captured her attention and you're playing the role of the eye catcher perfectly. In moments like these, remember the Stoic lesson that teaches us to observe rather than react impulsively. Stay present, stay aware, and recognize that your presence alone can have a profound effect. You don't need to chase her. Just keep embodying the confident, grounded energy that makes you stand out. The right people will always feel that pull, and that's when the magic truly happens. So don't forget this. When she gets a little nervous or giddy, it's not a flaw, but rather an acknowledgement that you've made an undeniable impact. Be aware, be confident, and let the attraction naturally unfold. That is the Stoic approach to undeniable charm. Number 6. They ask for help with small tasks. When a woman asks for help with something small, it's not just a request. It's a powerful sign of attraction. Whether it's asking you to carry something or reach for an item just out of her grasp, these small tasks are never truly about the task itself. They are a subtle yet clear invitation for connection. This simple action speaks volumes, revealing her desire to be closer to you, to interact, to engage in a brief but meaningful exchange. It's a quiet yet unmistakable signal. I want to be near you, without the need for words. You must understand this. These moments are not coincidental. They are deliberate. When she chooses you out of everyone in the room, it's because something about you, your energy, your presence, stands out. Your presence has caught her attention. It's a testament to your charisma, your confidence, and your ability to command the space around you. These moments, though seemingly small, carry immense weight. They reflect a natural attraction, one that doesn't need to be forced or overstated. It's these little, seemingly insignificant interactions that tell you, without a doubt, that you're an eye-catcher. This is the power of Stoic principles. A modern Stoic, like Marcus Aurelius, would view this as a sign of being aligned with one's true nature, attracting others through strength, calm, and authenticity. You don't need to chase or demand attention. It comes to you naturally because you exude self-assuredness. In today's world, where distractions are constant and the superficial reigns, being the one who remains grounded, calm, and composed is what truly makes you magnetic. The world is filled with noise, but the Stoic remains unmoved, effortlessly commanding the attention of those around him. Remember, you must never seek validation. The Stoic's path is clear. When you are centered, when you are true to yourself, you draw others to you. And when a woman seeks your help, you can be sure you've mastered the art of attracting attention without even trying. Let these small moments be a reminder that you are an eye-catching force in the world. And with every subtle interaction, you further cement your place as a man who lives by Stoic principles, calm, confident, and magnetic. If you've ever had a girl ask for help with something small, chances are you're catching her eye. It's those little moments that reveal the biggest connection. So if you recognize this subtle sign of attraction, drop a comment right now. I'm the one they turn to. Like this video, subscribe for more unshakable wisdom, and remind yourself daily. Attraction isn't always loud. Sometimes it's in the quiet gestures. Number 7. Get invited to hangouts or group events a lot. If you're a modern Stoic, it's no accident when you're invited to hangouts or group events consistently. Getting these invites frequently is a clear sign that you leave a lasting impression on people, especially girls. It's not a coincidence. Your presence creates an undeniable magnetism that draws people in. So, When you find yourself getting invited to brunches, movie nights, group dinners, or birthday parties, especially when those invites come from girls or via girls, it's not just about having a good time, it's about the blessing of Stoicism you carry with you. It's a reflection of your energy, your charm, or even the quiet strength with which you carry yourself. You must understand that people, particularly women, gravitate toward those who exude a certain power, a calm, unshakable aura that makes others feel comfortable and safe. And that is what a modern Stoic brings to the table, the ability to be magnetic without even trying. You may find yourself in a group where you only know a couple of girls, yet suddenly you're being added to group chats, invited to hang out, or asked to tag along on spontaneous adventures. You didn't chase it. They reached out to you, drawn by that special quality you carry. That's the result of attraction wrapped in the warmth of genuine social connection. Not just friendliness, but an unspoken, deep attraction. The old Stoic knew the value of cultivating inner peace and emotional intelligence, and that's exactly what you're demonstrating. When people invite you along, it's a sign that your demeanour brings something that others crave, an ability to feel at ease in your company. People seek out those who make them feel better, who inspire them or elevate the vibe in a room, and you do just that without even trying. You must own this power because it's not about being overly charming or pushy. It's about being comfortable in your skin, a stoic confidence that others can't help but admire. When girls and their friends want to be around you, it's because they see something rare, something magnetic that they want more of. And trust me, this is a blessing of Stoicism. Your quiet strength, poise, and emotional intelligence radiate outward, making you an irresistible presence. Never forget, you're not just invited for your looks or your style. You're invited because you are the type of person who brings more to the table than you realize. This is what it means to be a modern Stoic. Number 8. They're friends. Whisper and look your way. Attraction isn't always loud. It doesn't always announce itself with big gestures or bold, direct approaches. Sometimes it shows up in the most subtle ways, through whispers, quiet glances, or shared giggles. One of the most telling signs that you're turning heads happens when you notice a group of girls acting a little differently the moment you step into the scene. You walk into a room, maybe a party or a coffee shop, and there's that unmistakable moment. A group of girls nearby starts whispering. You catch a glance in your direction, but they quickly look away, sharing something under their breath, followed by a laugh or a smile. Then, the glances start coming faster, sneakier. It's almost as if they can't help themselves. This, my friend, is a clear sign of playful interest, and it doesn't take a genius to figure out that someone in that group finds you appealing. The best part? Her friends know it now, too. It's not random. It's not just a happenstance. That's the attraction speaking in its own quiet language, like a code only they understand. You can feel the shift in energy, even if you're not directly involved in the conversation. The smiles, the glances, the soft laughter, they all indicate a connection that's just beginning to stir. One of them likes what she sees, and the others are now in on the secret. This is often how attraction manifests among women, shared, subtle, and full of anticipation. You must recognize that this behavior is a signal. It's not just girl talk or harmless chatter. It's a sign that you're catching their attention in ways that go beyond your looks alone. It's about how you carry yourself, how you present yourself to the world, the way you move, the way you speak, the way you walk into a room. These things matter. And when one person finds you intriguing, the rest are bound to notice, and soon they all want to be a part of it. Now let's talk Stoicism for a moment. Stoic life isn't just about controlling your emotions. It's about understanding the energy you bring to every interaction. Think of it this way. You must remain calm, collected, and fully aware of the presence you create when you walk into a room. A true Stoic doesn't chase attention. Instead, attention gravitates toward them because they are grounded, unshaken, and unwavering in their confidence. It's about maintaining composure and focus, no matter how many eyes are on you. That's the secret to being the kind of man that girls whisper about. But there's more to it than just standing there looking stoic. The Stoic lessons show that it's not enough to look good on the outside. Real attraction, the kind that gets noticed from across the room, comes from being secure in who you are. You must be genuine in your demeanour. No pretensions. Just a man who knows his worth without needing external validation. It's this inner peace and confidence that makes the biggest impression. So, what should you do when you notice those whispers? Don't be intimidated. Don't try to force it. Instead, be confident in your presence. Let them see the man you've worked hard to become, the one who has mastered the art of being calm and steady, yet quietly magnetic. You don't have to chase after the attention. Simply keep being your authentic self, and it will come to you. Attraction often starts with something as simple as a shared glance or a subtle whisper, but it's your inner strength and composure that will make you stand out in the long run. When you apply Stoic life principles, balance, focus, and clarity, every interaction becomes meaningful, and you'll find that you're not just a fleeting interest, but a true point of attraction that lasts. You must understand that this isn't just about surface-level attraction. This is about deep, quiet confidence. It's about understanding your worth, living a life of purpose, and not getting distracted by the noise around you. In a world full of distractions, the man who can stay grounded in his own truth and remain steadfast in his journey will always be the one who catches the most attention. That is the essence of being a modern Stoic. So don't worry about what they're whispering. Just know that when they do, it means you're doing something right. The whispers, the glances, the shared laughter, it's all a sign that you've captured their attention in a way that's both profound and subtle. And in the world of Stoicism, that's exactly where you want to be. If you find this valuable, comment below, and share it with someone who could benefit. Don't forget to subscribe for more wisdom. Comment to remember, I am magnetic and attractive to those around me. This positive affirmation ties directly to the point made in the paragraph about how subtle and playful attraction can be noticed in group dynamics. By commenting this, you are reinforcing the belief that you are an eye-catching presence, just like the scenario described in the video. Number 9. They mirror your behaviour or body language. When it comes to attraction, women can be incredibly subtle, but they leave signals that are impossible to ignore if you know how to recognise them. One of the most telling signs is when she mirrors your behaviour or body language. This isn't just coincidence, it's a subconscious response. When a woman is attracted to you, she starts to match your movements, posture, or even the tone of your speech. You'll notice her leaning forward when you do, mirroring the way you cross your legs, or even adjusting her speech to match yours in terms of pace or tone. This behaviour isn't random. It's an instinctive way of showing that she feels a deep connection with you. And here's the thing, it's not always conscious. It's a form of silent communication, a non-verbal way of signalling that she is in tune with you and comfortable in your presence. This is where the Stoic principles come into play, Waynes. The ancient wisdom of Marcus Aurelius taught us to maintain composure, to stand firm in our actions, and to not be swayed by fleeting emotions. But the modern Stoic knows that attraction isn't something you must chase. It's something you earn through your actions, your presence, and your own strength. When you walk into a room, you must exude that quiet confidence others can't help but align with. That's where the real power lies. Women will start to mirror your actions because they recognize your steady, grounded energy. This isn't about tricks or manipulation. This is about being so solid in yourself that others, especially women, naturally gravitate towards your energy. Understand this. When she mirrors your behavior, it's more than a physical response. It's a psychological one. She's demonstrating an unconscious bond to you, a connection that goes beyond surface-level attraction. But let's get this clear. You have to first build that connection within yourself. You must understand the Stoic principles, discipline, resilience, and emotional control before you can expect others to reflect that back at you. And that's where the power of Stoicism comes into play. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." The challenges you face, both internally and externally, are what shape you into someone that others want to mirror. When you walk through life with these principles in mind, you won't need to force anything. The attraction will come naturally the more aligned you are with your true self, your strong, disciplined, unshakable self. The more others, particularly women, will gravitate toward you. It's simple. The stronger your internal game, the stronger the external results. You must embody the Stoic mindset every single day. Don't fall for distractions or superficial charms. Cultivate strength, character, and resolve, and let others mirror that strength without you even having to try. Let your presence speak for itself. Don't chase validation, be the validation. Keep your emotions in check, embrace the Stoic virtues, and watch as others, especially women, start to reflect your actions, speech, and energy. They won't just be following you, they'll be aligning themselves with the powerful force that you are. And that, my friend, is how you master attraction. Number 10. They go out of their way to make sure you're included. When it comes to attracting attention, sometimes the signs are subtle but unmistakable. One such sign is when someone, especially a woman, goes out of her way to make sure you're included. It's not always about being the life of the party or commanding the room. It's more about that quiet, deliberate effort to pull you into conversations or activities where you might not have otherwise felt at ease. Picture this. You're at an event or gathering, and you're casually standing by the sidelines, perhaps not as familiar with everyone else. Then, a girl makes it a point to invite you into a group conversation, or even pulls you into an event you didn't initially plan on joining. This may seem like a small gesture, but it's actually a pretty clear sign that you're on her radar in a way that goes beyond the surface level. She's making sure you're included. And the truth is, that's her way of telling you she's comfortable with your presence and enjoys having you around. It's the blessing of Stoicism at play in her interactions, showing a composed but genuine interest in bringing you into her social circle. In a world that often emphasizes flashy displays and surface-level engagement, this quiet, deliberate inclusion is a powerful, Stoic indicator that she sees something in you. It's more than just a casual gesture. It's a sign that she's making an effort to connect and get to know you better without the rush or need for unnecessary drama. Now, this isn't to say you should just sit back and wait for her to constantly pull you into the fold. Remember, the old Stoic wisdom teaches us to take responsibility for our own actions and interactions. Don't wait for others to decide your worth. Instead, be proactive. That is, you must also show interest in those around you and create opportunities for meaningful connections. You have the power to make yourself as present and involved as you want to be, but when someone does make that extra effort, you can be sure it's because she wants to create space for something deeper. So, pay attention to these small yet significant moments. If someone is making sure you're included in their conversations or events, it's a pretty clear sign that you're on her radar as someone worth knowing better. The modern Stoic understands that attraction isn't always about grand gestures. Sometimes it's these subtle acts of inclusion that speak volumes. All right, guys, in summary, being a real eye-catcher isn't always about looks. It's about those little signals and subtle vibes that show when girls are drawn to you. If you're paying attention to these signs, you're on the right track. Remember, confidence, respect, and authenticity go a long way in making a genuine connection. Don't try to be someone you're not. Just focus on being the best version of yourself. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. See you in the next one, and take care.